I'm freaking out because how did I even get here in the first place? If someone called me and said, Motole, you're going to be doing this, reviewing movies from a Christian's perspective, no, it can never be me because I don't watch movies. I don't watch anything. I can put my movie in my room and I'll be in the parlor doing my own thing and I'll say I'm watching it. I'll just be listening to the audio because I don't know. I'm nervous. I don't even know how I feel right now. But I was like, okay, when she said it, I was like, okay, let me see what I can do. And I kept thinking about it. I'm like, I don't even usually post anything during the week apart from shorts. I was like, okay, it sounds nice, sounds cool. How would I go? God, I don't know how to do it. You that kind of feeling like, no, God, not me. I was like, okay. I felt like it was not for me at the first place, but later I was like, no, well, let me just try it out. I took out my phone, downloaded the movie, and I took out my pen and paper. It was that pen and paper side that really took me out. I was like, how can I do this? But I did it, I reviewed it, I prayed, and I'm here. So I'm just going to introduce myself. So guys, welcome to the Bread and Wine community, and it is your favorite Christian buddy, Omotola Jacob. She is me, I'm her, we are together, we are one, the Holy Spirit and God. And if you are yet to join our community, I don't even know what you are waiting for. Why? I know it's you. Why you not subscribing to my channel? I know it's you, tell me it's you. Subscribe to my channel. Tell me it's you, I know it's you. Those who have seen the movie can totally understand, you know. Can totally understand that feeling. I didn't download that song, go to be honest, because like that song would put me in a lovey-dovey mode and I don't want to fall in love now. I'll meet you guys on the other side. Okay, it is time for some serious business and let's get the party started. I know that some of you hate to see my board coming, but this is my baby board right here and this board is going to be with me for a very long time. Yeah. So let's just go straight to where we are here talking about the Lion King Mufasa from a Christian's perspective. And let's start from Mufasa because the movie was about him. Mufasa was young, was old at some point in his life. But let's just start from when he was young because that is where the movie started. But I really hope that many of us have seen this movie, and if you haven't, I can't explain the movie fully, but I will do my best to make sure you understand what I'm talking about. So Mufasa was once young and free. He was loved, I said that already, but he was not really careful. And it brings me to the fact that while we are young, it is important that we are careful of the kind of decisions we make. Mufasa was really lucky to have a shot and a second chance, and many people, and I've seen many people that are not lucky. Some people even die from there or something like that. It is important to make sure that our decisions are well covered and we walk in wisdom. Being young doesn't mean you should be reckless. It's okay to be reckless at some point, but being careful, I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I'd rather be careful at the kind of decisions I make. So the second part is the old Mufasa. And while talking about the old Mufasa, I remembered his name, which means king. If you recollect the movie Obasi, which is Taco's father. Why am I saying taco? I think that taco is a food or a dish in like American food, right? But I don't even know why I'm saying taco. I've never eaten taco before, but I think they say tacos. That is because I watch a lot of YouTube podcasts and all that. But it's not tacos, Taka. Yes, Taka. So Obasi was Taka's father. Obasi was a king and Taka was a prince. Obasi was quick to reject Mufasa, not only because he was stray, but because he bear the name of a king. Mufasa meant king, and he felt that Mufasa was a threat to his son's throne. Name carries a lot of things, and I really understand our African parents when they say that they will name you according to, like, you cannot really see our African parents just give us name like that. Many African parents think through, they might give us a regular English name, but you see that maybe like I'm Yoruba, like Nigerian, I'm a Nigerian, so you see that Yoruba or Igbo name or something like that, it carries a lot of weight. And it pains me, like it really hurts me when I see young people tweak their names into different things. Your parents will literally give you a name that means blessing and you will turn it to something different. And you see some people, their page, their business, their brand is about one name that they don't even know the meaning. No judgment, but I feel like name carries our identity. And when you are moving around, you should move about with the kind of identity you want to be seen. I want people to see me as loyalty. I want people to see me, yeah, more to that Jacob. And okay, this is a serious person right here. And I don't want to take a name that, sounding defeated, sound like a joke. Names are no joke, to be honest. And just imagine if Mufasa gave himself a nickname and it's okay, let me just give myself a nickname since I'm in a new environment. I don't think it could have worked out for him that way. So this is the identity here. So the next person I would like to talk about is Taka. Yes, it's Taka. I got it this time, not tacos. Okay, we'll still go from the young Taka to the old Taka. The young Taka was happy, but was lonely. There's a difference between being like staying alone, and there's a difference between being lonely. It was torn between loyalty to his father and love for his mother. His mother was active, she had a lot of skills, which was Eshe, but his father, I don't even understand his father as a king. I've never really seen his father do anything like kingly. His father was just lying down sleeping, and I've never seen a king that lies down to sleep. Taka was really lonely and he felt he needed, like when he saw Mufasa, he was like, okay, I need a brother. It came from a point where I needed something to fill a void. And there is no one that can fill any void for us. Like, no void can be filled by anybody except by us, which is loving ourselves and adoring ourselves. And you can't blame him. His father and his mother really, I've never, the kind of connection that Mufasa's parents had. They would just know the way lions rub on each other and all that. But we didn't even see Eshe and Obasi rub on each other, spoke like that loving. He never really grew up in that kind of home, and they left a void in him that made him feel like he needed something, always something to feel something. Even at a point he needed Serabi to feel something. Serabi was a princess, he needed her to feel a void. It was never complete, and from being incomplete to being jealous to being, he turned to another person, which is Scar. He became Scar at last, and he became casted out from his fellow lions. It was that bad for him. Like, he literally dug his own pit for himself to fall into. Not necessarily his fault though, but because of his parents. And the next person I would like to talk about, there are actually two people, which is Timon and Pumbaa. I hope I'm doing a great job explaining this thing from a Christian's perspective. I really feel like, I know that many of you will not rate them as part of the main characters, but to me, I really feel everybody needs a Timon or everybody needs a Pumbaa. So if you don't have a Pumbaa, you have a Timon. If you don't have a Timon, you have a Pumbaa. Those duo, that is a happy duo. Like, you should have that kind of friend that makes you smile or makes you happy. I find it's really, like, everything about them is just positivity, life, joy, and there should always be somebody in your life that brings you so much. Not that the person needs to bring you happiness, right? But you are filled with happiness and positivity around you just because that person is there. We just have that one friend that once this friend is here, you're happy, everywhere is bubbling, everywhere is shining. And as much as we want to receive love and joy, we should always be ready to give out to other people too. Then I move on to the relationship of, not really relationship, but the bond between Serabi, Taka, Mufasa, Rafiki, and Zazu. Anytime I mention Zazu, hey God, I'm a Nigerian, and only Nigerians will understand my plight. Because the Zazu we all know in Nigeria. I'm not mentioning his name in my channel, but you guys understand what I'm saying. Okay, so talking about their relationship, it brings me to community. It saddens me when I see Christians that stay on their own, not part of a praying community, not part of a word community, and they rather join online services, which is good, but they don't even know you there. They don't know you, they don't know anything about you. Even if you send messages to them, the rate at which they might reply is very slim. Okay, fine, we all want that relationship with God, but there is no relationship with God without the church. if you don't really want to be part of a functional or a physical Christian community, you can be part there. That's why we are in a very online, everything is easier now. You can be part of a praying WhatsApp community where they know you. Let your community know you and identify with you, because when the time of storms, trials comes in, you will have people to back you up in prayers and word. And don't come and mention to me that church is fake, the people are bad. You two are bad. We are all bad. All of us, we are all bad. We all have our faults. We all have our weaknesses. But looking ahead of the weaknesses, we are genuinely people, and don't expect so much, but be ready to be part and let for your growth and for the growth of other people. Iron sharpeneth iron. I think he said something that a stick, because I wrote it down, said a single stick may smoke but it will never burn. So if you really want to burn for God, then be ready to be part of the community. Okay, I don't know, should I talk about, okay, I talked about community, but I was going to talk about Sarah B. That princess, I love that girl. The way she carries herself, it's so beautiful. You don't need anybody to tell you that she's reality. She walks in reality, she speaks reality, she's smart, she's confident, and girl, I'm talking to girls right now, we all need to work on ourselves to be the kind of woman that is well sought after, to be the kind of priceless one that men will work hard to get, because being a woman is not just growing, having all the fun parts of a woman, but developing ourselves to being a woman, creating an environment, the kind of fragrance we want people to see in us. You know, Sarah B, it was not hard for Mufasa to know where she was coming from, because she smells like, I think, dog flowers or something like that. And you'll find Christian women or decent women in places where they should not be, and you hear them saying Jesus was with the sinners, or excuse me, Jesus just ate and preached to them, but you are living with them, you're eating with them, you're drinking with them, and you're expecting the fragrance of I rest my case. Let us just be careful of our environment and where we attach ourselves to, because knowingly or unknowingly, we tend to become that environment. If you're in a toxic environment, if you can leave, because some people will like it, okay, if you can leave, try to leave and create a positive scenery for yourself. Sorry, some people are burning around here. So create a positive scenery for yourself, so that whatever comes out of you is beauty, is elegance, it saturates your own environment, and nobody can deny the femininity that God has called us into. So the next part that I was really excited for was Milele. I don't know if I got it correctly, maybe it's Y or I, but you know, there is no one that is going to tell me that they didn't get the inspiration from Milele from heaven. Nobody should tell me that, because what like, just they had too many similarities. You know, heaven is a place where a lot of Christians have, you know, we're just going to die, just be good, just be good. But heaven is real, regardless of whatever we think about it. Heaven is a beautiful place. Was I about to say rubbish? Okay, well, heaven is a beautiful place, more beautiful than our deepest imaginations, and I pray to make heaven. I really hope I do. Then the last but not the least is the fact that, I'll just say this Bible verse: all things work together for our good, for we love God and we are called according to His purpose for us. Regardless of everything Mufasa went through, he came out strong, he came out refined. Even not for this stuff that he went through, he found love, he became kingly, he sharpened his skills. It was so much of a blessing, and it was worth it at the ending. Even though he couldn't meet his father, but I'm sure his father was proud of him regardless of where he was. I'm really grateful for the opportunity that we even get to see these examples even in the Bible. And regardless of where you are, I want you to know that even me, I'm going through a lot, but I want you to know that everything is working together for our good, because we love God and we are all called according to His purpose. Okay, so it's time for some gossip. So let me drop this and let me stay conveniently. Let us talk about my uncle, Mr. A. You all know him now. Aaron, yes, that Mufasa. Hey, that one is fine. Like, my uncle is fine. Like, God just gathered like 50 to 100 men in one man. His eyes, oh my days, like, God. You can see my eyes now, like, you know what I'm saying. God is doing great and mighty things through us, and starting from me and you. I know that for sure. That is all I have to say, because I'm not going to talk about any man on this channel. I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Please like, share, subscribe, and peace.